Guys, welcome to another episode of the CareerBunch podcast with your favorite host, Madam Dara. And on today's episode, we'll be talking about a very beautiful topic titled Forgiving Yourself. Yes, this is something that I think we should look into. Many of us are still in the guilt of our past. Many of us are still looking and brooding over our past. And when I say our past, this thing that happened, I think, years ago, months ago, weeks ago, and we are still holding on to it. I understand that you feel guilty, you took certain steps. I understand that you feel guilty about certain things. But for how long would you hold this? For how long would you keep this in mind? For how long would you allow this hurt you? For how long would you keep on to this? Forgiving yourself is a beautiful healing process. Now, are you in this category that you have long held this notion in your mind? You have long held this guilt in your heart. You have had this in your mind over time, and you wish to break free from it. Now, this podcast is particularly for you. Yes, do you want to forgive yourself? Do you want to live a guilt-free life? This podcast is particularly for you. Now, it is very important to know that everyone makes mistakes. Every single person, so long as you're a human, you would make mistakes. But the one beautiful thing about mistakes is that when you make mistakes, you should learn from your mistakes and then move on. You should not bank on your mistakes because they would only be detrimental to your health. They will be only detrimental to your progress. So, forgiving yourself is a very important aspect of existence that we need to imbibe. Now, what do I mean by forgiving yourself or self-forgiveness? I would read from my notes. Okay. Now, to forgive yourself means to let go of self-blame and negative emotions regarding your past mistakes or action. Let go of self-blame and negative emotions. Okay, I did this in the past. This is what it led to. Let go. Let go. Okay, I made a wrong decision. I dated somebody I ought not to date, and it brought so much memories, bad memories. It led to this, it led to that. I joined this particular gang in school. It led to that. Learn to let go of your past mistakes. If you don't let go of your past mistakes, you would not make progress moving forward. Self-compassion is something that we should hold in high esteem. I am not saying that this is an easy process, okay, but the consciousness that comes with it defines it totally. So we should stop having this stereotype of, okay, this is what I did in the past, I should hold on to it. You should learn to forgive yourself. Everybody makes mistakes. We should learn to forgive ourselves as we exist. Self-forgiveness is very beautiful. It is a beautiful thing to do, and it is a beautiful part of healing process. You should not hold on to the guilt of your previous years or your previous months. You should literally determine to make progress. You should be intentional about your health, your mental health, and how you want to make progress. Okay? So, what does self-forgiveness entail? It entails showing self-compassion, accepting your imperfections, and allowing yourself to heal and, of course, move forward. Show yourself some compassion. Oh, I made this mistake in the past. I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have done that. Oh my God, I'm down. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, how do I move forward? Very important. Brooding over your past would not change it. The past cannot change. The only thing we can change is the present, and of course, it would affect the future. Okay, because the fact that I was molested some years ago because I did certain things should not throw or should not contribute to how I treat myself now. Yes, we shouldn't stop dwelling on our past. And if you are seeing this video or you're hearing this podcast and you are part of those people that you are used to going back to people's past, like you are used to going back in time to remind people of their past, you should stop it. That is a very toxic behavior. Self-forgiveness is very important. Very important. It has helped me a lot, and I know it can help you. How that you are able to forgive yourself from a lot of mistakes you must have done. You are able to, okay, let go. Okay, I did this in the past. I shouldn't have done this, but I have to forgive myself. I have to make progress. The thing is, if you don't make progress, nobody will make progress for you. So you should not allow your past define your present. You should not allow your past define your future. You have made mistakes in the past. You should be deliberate about making progress. So my CareerBunchers, you need to be deliberate about self-forgiveness. It is very important that we forgive ourselves and then we are eager to make progress. Now, what are the steps, or what is the process of self-forgiveness? How do I practice it? I have a lot of this on my notes and I would love to share. I don't want to share this with you offhand because I might miss some part. I don't want to miss any part. That's why I had to write it in my notepad to share with you. Now, when it comes to forgiving yourself, it is a process of self-compassion and acceptance. You are forgiving yourself. You now accept yourself for who you are. I am not saying that you should not make progress or should not improve on, okay, this is what caused this thing. I'm not asking you to be like a dassical, okay, but you should be intentional. about, okay, I have done this in the past and I want to make progress. How do I make progress? Now, here are some few steps to consider. Here are some key points you need to consider in self-forgiveness. Number one is recognize the need for self-forgiveness. You need to recognize the need. All that I'm saying right now will not make sense to you until you recognize the need. Okay, I have done this in the past. Why do I need to forgive myself? I'm not trying to be religious right now, but you need to understand this. Okay, I made this mistake in the past. I think I should go forward. Well, why do I need to forgive myself? If you don't know why you need to forgive yourself, you would obviously not take it seriously. Yeah, because the thing is that understanding that everyone make mistake, okay, is beautiful. But living in that guilt can be detrimental to your well-being. Yeah, living in the guilt of everyone make mistake, and then you can bring shame, blah blah blah. Okay, let me say for instance, you got pregnant out of wedlock, and you know the stigma of, oh my god, oh she's pregnant, or maybe it should not be like a very very low, let's say a low person. Okay, you got pregnant for somebody outside wedlock, and then you are stigmatized. It can bring shame to you, it can bring a lot of pain and everything, but living in that or making your life, or you are being centered on that, will be detrimental to your well-being. Yes, it will be so detrimental to your well-being. Understand that everyone makes mistakes, and harboring guilt or shame can be detrimental to your well-being. It is fine to make mistakes. We are humans. Making mistakes should not be taken out of our expectations, because we are humans. We can falter, but banking on those mistakes is where I have a problem with. It is so detrimental to your well-being. Another step you need to consider is, another key point you need to consider in self-forgiveness, is the fact that you need to take responsibility. Taking responsibility for your actions or for your past or your mistake is one beautiful way to, let's say, to make progress. Acknowledging that, okay, I've done this thing and this is what it brought about, is a beautiful way to make progress. So now, having taken responsibility for your actions, you can now reflect, okay, this thing I did this way, I shouldn't have done it this way, I should have done it this way, and then you try to make progress. Taking responsibility is very, very beautiful, and it is a responsible act. Okay, so to break free from guilt and shame, or let's say break free from the guilt of your past, learn to take responsibility, accept your mistakes, and then move forward. Don't bank on it. All right. Another thing is that practice self-compassion. Sometimes pity yourself. Practice self-compassion. You should treat yourself with so much kindness and understanding. Nobody understands you better than you. Practice self-compassion. Know that you are enough. Know that you are amazing. Know that you are good. Know that you are exceptional. Stop living your life around people's sentiments. Stop living your life around what people will say or what people think of you. Live your life to the fullest. Like, be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Remember that you are human and you deserve forgiveness. Even God forgives you of your sin. So why should you not forgive yourself? If the world will not forgive you, forgive yourself. And of course, God has forgiven your sins as a person. Okay, all you need to do is just accept that forgiveness and then move on. You are human and you deserve forgiveness of sin. You are human and you deserve to be forgiven. So don't bank on your past. It is very detrimental to your health. Another one is challenge negative self-thoughts. It will always come. It is the major one. Like, you did something bad, the negative self-thought will come. You like this condemnation from within. You know, we have this, our conscience, right? It will always come. You that stole money some few weeks ago. You that look at you lost your virginity. Look at you got raped. You know, this kind of foolish thoughts. Learn how to debunk. Learn how to challenge it. When these thoughts come, you speak words. The way we can combat bad or negative words is by speaking positive words. When something is telling you, you are a failure, you say to that, I'm not a failure, I am a success. You should be eager to always talk yourself out of negative conditions. It is very important. It is very, very, very important. Replace self-critical thoughts with positive affirmations. When your thoughts remind you of your past, do something. I'm a new man. I'm a new person. That old person has died. You cannot. Who are you to reintroduce my past to me? You always replace your self-critical thoughts with positive affirmations. These affirmations will keep your mind in check. Okay. Another one is that you should also focus on your growth. It's very important. When you are in the process of growth, focus on your growth and don't focus on your past. Let your past be past. It is past. Allow it to pass. Do you understand? Also, apologize and make amends if needs be. For instance, whatever wrong that happened in the past caused a breach in your friendship, or it caused a fallout with your best friend or your family member or your spouse or something. Apologize if you need to apologize and make amends. All right, okay, I'm sorry this thing had to happen this way. I'm sorry, please, can you speak out, apologize, and of course, make amends. If possible, apologize to those that you may have hurt or affected. It's very important. Apologize to them, but you need to take actions, right? You need to take the right actions and learn from your past mistake. Now, another key point you need to consider in self-forgiveness is let go of perfectionism. You need to let go of perfectionism. Accept that you're not perfect. Only God is perfect. Yeah. In our conduct, in our action, in our inactions, accept that you are human and you're not perfect. Because trying to be perfect will only make you to fall into transgressions. It will only make you to do more harm to yourself than good. Just be fine. Live your life on a particular pedestal that you are open to corrections, you are open to progress, but you're not like you want to be a perfectionist at that time. It's fine to want to be a perfectionist, okay, but when you make mistakes, try to forgive yourself, okay? Embrace the opportunity to grow. You have made mistakes, but embrace the opportunity to grow. Another one is seek support. If you need to seek support, seek support. Now I am supporting you. If you're listening to this podcast and then you are still living in the guilt of your past, please, my dear, forgive yourself. Move out of the shackles of your past. They will only hold you down for a long time. You will not make progress if you keep on centering your life around your past. Choose to make progress. Decide to make progress. Seek support from therapists, from your loved ones, your family members, your spouse, or anything. Just seek support. I think I did this and I want to talk about it. It's holding me, the grudge and everything. Seek support. Don't let your grudge or your guilt put you in a state of dilemma. Practice self-forgiveness today. It is a very beautiful aspect of healing process. You will not heal until you are ready to be healed. Yes, the main character or the main personality in a healing process is you. You should determine to be healed. I want to be healed of my past. Walk around it. Be intentional about your growth. We all make mistakes, and it's okay to make mistakes. But what is not okay is to live on your mistakes. Is to build your life around your mistakes. Learn to walk out of your mistake, walk out of your past, and walk into a bright present, and walk also into a brighter future. The future holds enough for you. Have you made mistakes in your past relationships? You should learn from them and be sure or be careful not to make some mistakes again. Yeah, don't entertain anything that would lead to you making more mistakes and detrimental acts. You should take precautions and, of course, decide to make progress. But please forgive yourself, be kind to yourself, and love yourself. Thank you for listening to this podcast. I hope you learned something today. I hope you've learned why you need to forgive yourself. Please hit the like button, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and please comment. If you need help as regards self-forgiveness or have more questions, please rush to my DM. My phone number is on the screen. Reach out to me and I would attend to all your questions. It is my desire that everyone that is still having this guilt in their heart as regards their past is freed from it. So please practice self-forgiveness today. Practice self-kindness today. Be kind to yourself. Take care of yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself so much. Love yourself so much. Yes, it's beautiful to love yourself so much. And invest in growth. Invest in optimism and invest in self-progress. And please heal. Like my video, comment, and of course subscribe to get more podcasts like this. I love you so much. It's your girl, once again, your host of the Career Bunch podcast, Madam Dara. I love you. Have a nice night.